It looks like it's going to be challenging. I have yet to sit down with our coach, and ownership and go through, what my thoughts are, what their thoughts are, and come up with, a definitive plan. Clearly, financially, we're not as flexible as I'd like to be. So there could be some challenges going forward with our free agents. But once again, that's not something, that we spent a lot of time on since the conclusion of the season. They're disappointed. Tony didn't come here not to make the playoffs. Kemba, has been here, I think, 8 years now, and he's made the playoffs twice. That's not what he wants to do. Yeah, there's urgency. That's my job. My job is to try to get players and improve this team and set it up so that we can be in the playoffs in a position to advance every year. So we'll be as active as possible, trying to improve our team, beginning tomorrow. And once again, that's unlikely that anything will get done. Teams just traditionally like to wait because the more teams that are out there that are looking to do trades, it normally gives you more options. But Kemba will now be an unrestricted free agent, so he'll have at least half a say in what happens. But you're right. There hasn't been a player with this franchise, like Kemba Walker. He's a once, in a generation kind of a player. And he's fun to watch, he's competitive, he's a good teammate. Those are all, qualities that, I like to see, and I know, the people in the organization and our fans like to see in players. We did have options to do stuff. Of course, you know that. There was a lot of interest in Kemba, but our decision was made not to do anything. And we know what could happen. You're exactly right. Like I said, he's 50% of the equation. He could decide to move on, or he can decide to stay. And we're aware of, what that means and that it could happen. You win games you shouldn't have won, and you lose games, you shouldn't have lost. At the end of the day, I think it was Red Holtzman, I had a conversation with him many years ago talking about something like this. And at the end of it, he said, Mitch, he said, you are what your record says you are. Okay. So, that's where we came in. We had a shot at the 6, we had a shot at the 7, we had a shot at the 8, but we didn't make it. Okay. Now, along the way, I learned a lot, and I think the last 3 or 4 weeks, I think everybody, got a chance to look at our younger players, different combinations. I think the player development part of it kicked in with Dwayne and Devontae. Our style of play, I think, was fun to watch. It was different. It was up-tempo, more, I think, what our coach indicated he'd like to do before the season even started. So those things were, significant, findings for us, and it certainly is going to factor into, what we decide to do going forward.